Good morning, y'all. Just out of the truck here, kind of in some new ground. And we got some pig sign already. Just checking some persimmons in here. And some briars, I'm checking them too. Man, and they ain't none of these mates, but there's pig sign right off the bat. So we're working our way down through here on another scouting pig hunting trip. Bunch of persimmons here, but none of them made. Whole bunch of little small persimmons, but you gotta check them. It's like a wad of 5 trees right there. Right in here would be a perfect place. Man, if these had made, look how thick this is. Hog sign all in here. But they didn't make. So let's keep looking. Y'all come on and go with me. Let's have some fun. We hardcore scouting. You know, if a fella don't have a whole lot of time to hunt, but he has that same amount of time off before hunting season, man, he can really increase his odds of getting on game pre-season by getting out here walking around and looking for the best place to spend his small amount of hunting time he has. You know, so many people, I've talked to them, you know, like tomorrow, say if tomorrow's hunting season, I say, I ain't got no place to go, I ain't gonna go climb if I ain't got a good place. You've had all year long to find a good place. You don't want to hunt that bad. And ain't nothing wrong with that. If you don't want to hunt, you don't want to. But if you want to hunt, you want to be successful, stop whining, get out here and put these puppies right here. Put them on the ground. It's good for you, it's healthy. And shoot, you may find that perfect spot. And that's what we're looking for. Because when deer season comes in a few weeks, I don't want to spend all my time walking around looking for a place to hunt. I already want to have more than I can hunt. That's the goal. This place has got more porkers than I thought it did. Or either a couple of really busy ones. So let's keep going here. And but just, I don't mean to rant, I'm just telling you, if you want to be successful, it ain't just when you're hunting, it's before the hunt. Let's go. Alright, this is one I'm checking here. I've actually hunted this one before. And I killed a deer here before too, 2 years ago. I was climbing in that tree right over there. But I can only find like a dozen in the top of it. But evidently they come into what's there, because there's a lot of tracks right here. Look right here. This is a good place to hunt anyway. It's got you see it comes up over here. And then over there you can see the rise over there as well. It's like a little funnel type deal right through here. Good place to hunt. But it ain't jumping out at me as climb here or sit here since I'm ground hunting. Let's keep going looking. Warmed up. I thought I heard something when I was coming up, checking this edge of persimmons. I done checked, I bet you 30, and only one had a sprinkling of them, not enough to hunt. And I heard something in the water. I snuck over here and I glimpsed. I didn't run him off, but he was leaving. A spotted hog left. God, I hate getting busted by a spotted hog. But I glimpsed him going out across the hill there. So I come where he was at, and this persimmon here is loaded. You can see this is where he was at right here. And it's not really dropping, just a few strays. And this, I mean, they hang and expand now. This little tree here is loaded, and I'm looking at some more trees over here. There's another little one I can see them with my eyes right there loaded. But these trees here, they got some on them too. Look at the sign under these trees. It's tore up right here. So like a little high spot right here in between some water. Look, they got a good trail going through there. This would be good hunting right here. Just had to figure it out. I don't want to sit in water hunting off the ground. We'll keep these in mind. Sometimes you'll have a perfect, I mean, there'll be plenty of feed, like right here. But like I talked about in my other video, it may not be high percentage because it's hard to get a shot. So even though that's wore out, it might not be a high percentage place. And actually from a tree stand, I don't see much going on either. I'm not gonna hunt it out of a tree anyway. But I could take my taller pack seat, the one that sets up higher, and probably get in here. We'll keep this one in mind, but we're gonna look for a better place. This one tree here, it's full. And most of them are green. I see wads of them up there. This is gonna be a good spot. It's thick, thick, thick. This just be, there'll be some defined trails in here when it gets time. And we'll figure out what to do then. All right, this is a good, productive morning already. They are coming through here big time. Made it to the persimmon I'm going to check. I found it last year on this end. This place is fairly new to me. I've hunted this place in other, I'm talking about this area. This WMA is not new to me. But I just started getting into this little corner right here because it don't look like nobody messes with it. And this, shoot, we done seen one hog. This place ain't known for hog hunting. Way off in a little pocket right here though. I found a persimmon down here last year, late season, that I could tell had been more out. So we'll go check it. Then we're gonna cut through the swamp and go to some other places. It's beautiful, beautiful in here. The first time I came in here, I think it was 2 years ago, I killed a deer. I showed you that place up there a while ago. A doe. Like a bunch of corners are coming together right here. This might be really good. Let's keep rolling. But there's the persimmon I want to check right there. I'll keep the camera going. Man, it's pretty. I think it's got them because I can see pigs coming down this trail here. Pigs and deer. There's our persimmon. Let me back up where I can see in it. I don't see a persimmon on the tree. They're coming through here, I guess, because everything heads up. Just a good funnel type area. That's really the tree I came in here to check. I'm disappointed in that one, but we found another one over there, so, and it was hot, had a pig there. So that's good. That's what you do, you keep looking. Let's go find another spot. This is God's country right here. Mr. Nick Baker. I read a lot of his stuff. Every time I come to this part of the river, he grew up in this area. And he's moved way off, probably 100 miles from here. But every time I come to this part of the river here, I think about him. Because just the stuff that I've read that he's wrote. There's a gator right there. I don't know if you can see him, expand your pick. There's a gator who swim up right there by that log. But anyway, Mr. Nick, he appreciates this kind of stuff. Not a lot of people in the world see this for what it truly is anymore, which is a gift from God. Amen. About a 6-footer right there, swimming on down the edge. Y'all have to expand your picture there, you'll be able to see him. Hey, these persimmons I'm checking, they are not hot yet. We'll find sign under them a little bit, but they're just starting to drop. But in 2 weeks, they'll be smoking. And so there's one right there. When you run across, I want you to look right here in the sand, you can see it. They ain't even started yet. Look at the sign in here. Look at that. Tree ain't even started good, but you can read the sign in the sand. It's easy to see. That tree there is loaded. No wonder I was looking in the big tree and didn't find that many, but this little tree, this one is loaded. Not a single one on the ground. They done made some rounds in here this morning. We may as well pick us out a spot right here. See it. There's plenty of spots in here to get. There's another tree there. I didn't even see that one. I don't see any with my eyes. There's where they're coming from right here. Right here. Plenty places to get. Oh my goodness. This is one we're gonna have to look at for sure. That's another one we found. This one here's the way this is set up. This will be about it's down low, the persimmon is. Got a little bit of a bank on each side. So we're gonna give that one about a 7 or an 8. Good deal, let's go. A lot of bullet spines in here. Yankees call them muscadines. But this old tree here is an old tote washed up over there. But these, right in these vines right here in these trees, look at the sign in here. I mean, they're gonna be fell out by bow season. Look right here. This is what a hot persimmon will look like when it gets ripe. Look at the ground under this stuff here. I can't hunt this afternoon, but if I could, I'd come get right here, sit down and just wait on, because that's all this is pig. This is wore out. Look at the sun. I done walked through all kind of country just like this, and I ain't seen, I mean, I hadn't even seen a grape on the ground, or bullets on the ground. But they here. It's hot. I love it though. I wouldn't live nowhere else. We're gonna follow these trails on back that way. And shoot, we may jump one or spot one or run across another spotted one. I can't look at the bank right here. This is what feed tree hunting will do. Even though this is bullous vines, these persimmons gonna be the same way. Look what they're coming up that bank right here. Man, let me tell y'all something. Remember I told you we had that day that was super cool the other day and I was hunting? Well, them dog days is out right now. It ain't cool at all. But we out here, we scouting. That's what you got to do. You scout when you can every time. And then when it gets hunting time, I don't want to waste my sitting waiting on a deer time out trying to find a place to sit and wait on a deer. I want to have a bunch of them lined up. And that's what we're doing today. And we in some good, surprisingly good hog sign. We may run across another hog other than that one, than that spot we run off a while ago. They may be smarter than I thought, James. But anyway, I was sitting here and read the good word for a minute, and I was going to read y'all a scripture, but instead I'm going to preach for a second, if you can call it that. I saw on Facebook where a guy had put this post on there. It said, everybody puts stuff on there. It was one of them things you copy it and put it on there. And it said that God will not put more on your person than he could handle. And so what I need for y'all to do, if y'all can find that in the Bible, I want you to show it to me. Because I can't find it. If God won't put more on someone than they can handle. I mean, you tell that to the fella that just lost his spouse or maybe a child. I can't imagine the loss of a child. Or just someone just lost their spouse and can't put more on somebody than they can handle. I think what we do is as Christians, when we're preaching and we out sowing them seeds, we have to be careful because there's, I've seen people say, you go to church and pay your tithes and things will be good. Maybe not. Like I said, tell that to the person who just lost their spouse. It's, we're not promised, on earth right here, we just on a boat ride right here, and what salvation through Jesus is, when that boat stops, you're either going to get off in paradise or you're going to drop off in that lake of fire. That's basically a way to put it. And but don't be giving people false hope that think that now I went to church and got saved, I can sit on the couch and the light bill and the house payment, that money's going to fall in my lap. You better be praying for a job. That's the generation of people we have these days. A lot of people these days think that they'll sit on the couch and pray for their house payment instead of praying for a job to go get it. Get up off your lazy butt and go to work. But we can't. The only thing, we're promised salvation through Jesus Christ, and that's paradise. That's heaven's where it's at. But in this world right here, there's sickness and there's all kind of things. And look at the disciples. I assure you, life was not rosy for them fellas, especially at the end of them's life on earth right here. So you be careful what you tell people, because hitting your knees and getting right with God, that saves your soul. The light bill and all this other stuff still gonna happen. I know some mighty good people that I know were saved, that suffered terrible, long, lengthy deaths due to just bad, sickness and stuff. And God won't put more on you than you can handle. I'm not sure that's what you need to be telling everybody. You can handle for your soul, your salvation, but physically and in this world, and that's where most people, their thoughts go. And so be careful what you say, and explain it really good, because there's prayer, and drawing close to God helps you to handle things. But some people are weaker than others. I've been blessed that God has given me a really strong wife, and seemed like when I was at my lowest, she was at her highest, and I can't remember her ever being low. So, and that's a blessing from God. That's probably kept me in between the ditches. So you guys, If you can find that in the Bible, what I just said, God won't put more on you than you can handle. I need to see where it's at. And I'll back up from this, what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is when you are preaching to these people, these young people, old too, but don't paint that rosy picture of life here on earth as being perfect, because the trials and tribulations are still going to come. The sickness and death, all these things are still going to happen. But we just on that boat ride, like I said, what you're preaching to them is salvation. And Paul said, run the good race, fought the good fight. You preaching for that eternity, not so much right here. So be careful what you say, unless somebody can show me where you see that in the Bible. I want to read it, because I know some people suffering right now through loss of relatives, and we belong to pray for them people and lift them up, not tell them that God won't put more on you than you can handle. Okay? That's enough preaching right there. I don't want to bring everybody down. I just want to doggone know. I want everybody to know that we're preaching Christ. We're not preaching a perfect life on earth, okay? It will be perfect in your soul, and you keep reaching towards God, and you're going to be fighting some heck of a battles on that journey. So make sure what you say comes out of the Word. And that may, but I can't find it. So, all right. That's enough preaching for right now. There's never enough preaching, but we're going to stop right now. We're going to get us a drink of water and rest a minute. We're going to see if we can find some more persimmons and maybe a pig. All right, y'all, I'm fixing to show y'all the perfect world for a bow hunter. The perfect world. You got a big wet slough right here. I don't know if y'all can see the water in it. It comes up and ends right there. That makes a funnel around the slough. But you got a point right here. See the bank right here? The bank right here, you got a long, it's a V. It goes way out, it's a V, a big point right here. You with me? So they funnel around it. So you got a funnel from that way. You got a funnel from that way. And you got two big fat persimmons right in between them. Look at the ground right here. I don't think there's no use in even looking up in that tree. And I hadn't even noticed it, but here you got high ground coming here. It comes down and there's another point right there. So you got 3 points right here, 3 funnels, and any of them by themselves would probably be a good hunt. Now you got 3 of them right here, all in one spot with 2 persimmons in the heart of it. Lord have mercy. Look at that fresh, that's fresh sign there. I came in here during the winter last year just walking and scouting. I'm glad I did. I didn't remember this. I didn't find this. But I'm glad I did. These 2 persimmons are fell out. Very, very little fruit left on them. They didn't have a lot evidently, but the critters found them quick because of the funnel right here. You got deer right there. Deer coming back into both ways. That's one thing you want to look at too is a funnel's hotter if it's got tracks back into both ways. That means you got twice the chance. Good gracious. Reckon that's a ground place right over here? Let's keep looking. Gotta open your eyes. You gotta see those dips and crannies in the land. Put all that together. And you'll get some exciting hunts. Whether you shoot one or not, it'll put you in, it'll start getting you close. That's how you get those close shots right there. Every place that I show y'all I found, especially if a tree stand hunter, you can get 10-yard shots out of every one of them. Right there, it's no different. There's a persimmon right here. Don't got nothing. Let's keep walking. What a beautiful swamp. Thank you, Lord, for letting me be in here. That's my kind of beach right there. If I ain't mistaken, there's 169 miles of this right here. Got some friends that's done that with a canoe a few times. Marty Thompson, one of them. I think Martin Hubbard did it one time too, I'm not sure. Alrighty. Ooh, it's hot, I'm tired. We on getting closer to the truck, we made a big loop. There's a coon going up through some new country. And it's probably a persimmon over there. Look here. I come in down this edge here. This juster here is wore out. Look at this sun. Look at the sun. Look at that. Don't that beat all? Man, we have done some good today. Thank you, Lord. Let's go see if there's a persimmon where this coon was at. There's a sign right through here for sure. We ain't far from the truck, probably, I don't know, we're a quarter of a mile from the truck. But we're fishing to get up on a road up there and strike out. Thank y'all for watching my videos right here. I'm telling you, I've said in the past, and I'm not bragging, but I have taken a whole lot of animals with the longbow on public land. And it's from this right here. Do you have to come walk 100 miles? No, you don't, but you got to walk some. You got to scout. You spend way more time scouting than you do hunting. I won't hunt a place unless I just know I'm gonna kill a deer. And of course you don't every time, but you gotta have that confidence. And the only way you get that confidence is burning boot leather. I'm an old guy, I'm 63 years old, and I bet you right now I've walked at least 8 miles this morning. And I don't mean easy flat walking, I mean swamp walking. Let's see. Let's see here. See if this thing works. What's that say? 8.32. When we make it to the truck, we'll be going nearly 9 miles. That's a pretty busy walk for a 63-year-old guy, fat and out of shape. You young bucks ain't got no excuse. If you don't walk and find you a critter, you don't deserve one. So let's see if we can find a hot dog or something, you want to? Y'all keep the good Lord first. I appreciate y'all watching my videos. I truly do, and I know I'll be sounding hard sometimes, but most of the time I'm just playing. But when it comes to preaching the word and talking about Jesus, I ain't playing one bit. So y'all keep the good Lord first. We'll see you next time. About fell down.